Hey, how's it going? It's Rui here. Let me start off by saying subscribe, like, dislike. It's all good. Um, so I watch a lot of videos. I read a lot. I try to read a lot up on nutrition, and my God, there's just so much out there, right? And like a lot of you, I bet you, like, it's kind of daunting, right? It seems to me like nutrition research and diets, it's very vague. There's a lot of gray. Seems to be a lot of gray area. And depending on who you listen to or the diet that you like the most, you're going to have a bias, and you're going to think that way. And the other side, or somebody thinks a little different from you, they're completely wrong. And that's just feed this way, it's going to kill you. If you can eat that way, it's going to kill you. And cholesterol's good, cholesterol's bad. Don't have fat. Fat's just fine. I mean, there's just so much. There's so much opposite thinking, and it can be pretty daunting, So I've come to a couple of conclusions, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. There's a few things that just seem to be constant, regardless of which diet you prefer, or who you're listening to. These couple of things, they seem to be pretty across the board. First and foremost, exercise. Everybody seems to agree that exercise is probably number one thing you could do for your health. And doesn't have to be rigorous exercise. From what I can tell, from the people from all the research I've done, it seems to me the best form to exercise is kind of low intensity with short bursts of intensity. That seems to be some of the best exercise. And also, hand in hand with that would probably be resistance training. That seems to be, almost everybody agrees. If you do those types of exercises, there's huge benefits. It's probably the number one benefit you could do. The best thing you can do for yourself is to find time to put in some exercise. The second thing that seems to be really, from what I can tell, really, really beneficial is fasting. Fasting's been used throughout the ages, in the religious aspect and the strengthening aspect. It seems like anytime anybody needs like mental strength, reset, physical resets, fasting seems to be the thing that's used. There's something very powerful and very, very beneficial to fasting. And you don't even have to. I'm not talking about 3, 4, 5 days of fasting. I'm just talking about like an intermittent fasting style of lifestyle. Maybe you shorten your eating window in a day to maybe 4 or 6 hours, and you just don't eat the rest of the day. Yeah, fasting seems to be like a way to go, and I'm definitely gonna implement it. I have implemented it in the past, and yeah, you do feel great. If you're feeling down, if mentally, if you're feeling down physically, you do a short fast, 12 to 18 hours, and it does seem to just reset you. It kind of boosts you up, and if you do that consistently, it really helps. It really helps. If you're diabetic, if you're even high blood pressure and these things, it just seems to help. So fasting, I'd say, is the number 2 thing that you can do to really help you out in your health. Then the last thing is going to be the diet, right? And when you talk about diet, my God, Here's where all the controversy comes in. Here's where all the discussion comes in. And but there is something that it seems like everybody agrees when it comes to diet. Whether you're a carnivore or whether you're a vegetarian, the one thing that everybody seems to agree. Well, there's two things actually within diet that everybody seems to agree is whole foods and water. Whatever diet you decide to try or to do, or whatever is your preference, the closer you stay to the original form of that food, the better off you're going to be. That means processed foods are out. The closer you are, if you're a vegetarian, the closer you are to that produce and vegetable, the closer you are to its original form, the better off you're going to be. And the same thing goes for any other diet, a carnivore. The closer you are to the original form of the food, and having it in its purest form, the whole that seems to be across the board. Everybody seems to agree that's within diet. That's the way to go. And of course, water. Stay away from all the different type of drinks, and just plain water seems to be a huge benefit to get plenty of water. So those, to me, it seems to be if you can accomplish those three, I think you can be in good shape. I think that's the way to go. Get your exercise in. Get into a routine of exercise, and maybe implement some fasting. And then whatever diet you choose. For me, it's carnivore, ketovore, right? I'm doing the ketovore style, and eat the whole foods. Stay away from the processed stuff. The closer you are to that original form of that particular food, the better off you're gonna be. So those are my 2 cents, and I'll talk to you guys next time.